Hey everyone, this is a short little editorial comment on the Ember RV and general customer satisfaction discussions that I hear out there. This is specifically because I've seen some comments in some of my videos of people very upset with the Ember's quality control or build control or overall construction. I just thought to give a few comments. My Embers had problems. I'm going to admit it. I've had to deal with leak issues. You just saw the videos I put out. That was the main thing, was the leak issues. We're going to see what other issues we have right as the season begins, and I can fully start using the Ember. I just bought it, tested it, and put it in the storage. But when I get it out, I'm expecting there'll be a few more issues. And I expect that for a few different reasons. Number one, it's a brand new company. So with a brand new company, and mine being the 800th one off the line, I'm expecting that there's going to be things they still haven't quite resolved. I get it. I think there's probably less issues with mine than maybe the 100th Ember that came off the line. And I imagine the 2000th Ember coming off the line is going to have less issues. But that's inevitable. Another aspect is the labor pool. They did start this during the pandemic, when generally employing people became harder. They're doing it in Elkhart, Indiana, which is where all the other RV manufacturers are. As we've seen across most of the North American RV manufacturing industry, the trailers that come out of the factories have issues a lot. This is a known thing across all of the manufacturers. Some are better at the high end of the large scale. You've got like Airstreams, which might have slightly better quality control. You have more niche makers like the folks who make the Arctic Fox and Nash. They are a much smaller operation in the northwest of the U.S. and they maybe have better quality control. But the reality is whoever you're going with in the Elkhart region, they're likely going to be generally sourcing it from the same people. They're going to be using the same employment pool, the same labor pool. The problems that we see across the entire North American RV industry, especially in that trailer segment, there's no reason to think that Ember is going to be immune from that. I appreciate that they're trying to get ahead of that as much as they can. And to be honest, there's a lot of things about my trailer that I think were done really well, but there's going to be always something to complain about. And I expect they're going to have problems. Now, I know that people's interactions with customer service, whether it's their dealership or Ember, isn't always the greatest. I'm not victim blaming here on the folks that are having a problem. But I will say that at times, not all the time, working in a partnership type fashion, like I've tried to do with Woody's RV and Ember, as someone who's working towards a common goal of having a working RV on the road with no problems, is the way I approach it. I assume that Ember, Woody's RV, and myself all have the same goal. We want this trailer to just work. It's not like once they sell it, they don't care if it works or not. They don't want to see comments on the internet. They don't want to see their brand degraded. So I assume we're all working towards the same goal. And that's the way I approach it. I've been lucky in that I have a really good dealer so far with Woody's RV here in Abbotsford. They took care of me really well. Before I bought the Ember, I did send a question or two off to customer service and got a good response. Again, I think there's going to be problems with every dealer, and I'm sure some folks have some very legitimate problems with the interactions they've had with Ember. But I will say that I so far have had a great experience. I'm going to expect nothing less from Ember and Woody's RV. And I am the type of person that once it's clear that they're not working towards the common goal, I will make it known to them, to their supervisors, and I never get there. I mean, to be honest, I don't get there. I find I'm able to make things work with most people, and I'm expecting that the Ember Woody's RV combination is going to work out well for me. And to those folks who are having problems with the Ember, document your case, reach out to your dealer, reach out to the Ember folks. Try to keep your cool and calm approach in your communications, and that's about the best you can do sometimes. Maybe try to keep things documented as much as you possibly can in emails and videos. That's been my approach, so that everything's very well documented. When there's problems, how there's been problems. Dot your I's, cross your T's, but then try to keep a stiff upper lip, though, as you're dealing with the situation, and know that, like I take comfort in, the fact there's a 2-year warranty on these rather than a 1 year, which is what you see in a lot of manufacturers. To me, that that helps soften the blow, right? I know I've got 2 years ahead of me to make this trailer right, and I expect it's going to be working just fine. But I do want to say to all the people out there who are having problems, I'm really sorry you're having those issues. You know, I'm not paid by Ember. I'm not sponsored by Ember or Woody's. I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude here. But I know that with all the RVs and probably with the Embers to a slightly higher percentage because they're new, it's a roll of the dice. You get one sometimes that was made on a Friday afternoon by someone who is not doing their job right, and it haunts you for the entire life of your RV. When those moments happen, it really, really sucks. I'm hoping I don't have one of those, and I hope you don't have one of those. I hope everything you find can be fixed. But there's some flaws in the design. It's a newer RV. That I totally would expect, and don't blame anybody for. You try something new, you're gonna make some mistakes. Let's see where this goes. Try to keep your comments civil where you can. Hey, if you're frustrated with the company and you want to vent it, I'm not going to stop you. Again, I don't work for them, but you know, let's try to work through our problems and try to figure out how to solve them. But anyway, I'm rambling now. So thank you everybody for your time. Thanks for your energy on the channel. People who've commented, people who are subscribing. I'm going to keep it up. Try to keep going with some quality content that matters. So I hope you have a good experience. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.